Hello, I'm SteelZenith. We're playing some Tier 10 mediums in World of Tanks today. First replay that I'm going to be showing is the M48 Patton. As you can see, 4 Tier 10s per side. I'm the only Tier 10 medium. So, I can be pretty aggressive in this. Gonna go up the left side, always go up the left side on this, in a fast, heavy or medium. As you get on the way, you can see there's a 704 on my team who's pretty good, and he's following me, so that'll certainly help with any tough targets on this side. Other than that, his T-30 platoon mate is also heading this way, plus Tier 8 medium and one of our Tier 7 scouts, or our only Tier 7 scout rather. Take a snapshot at T-71, but miss. And I want to get up behind this rock. IS-7's taking some big hits from those CDs back there, which is always good to see. No shots on him, he's pretty much hull down there. So instead I'm going to take a shot at his IS-3 as it goes past. Hit him straight at the side. M48 has good snapshot capabilities, fast reload, decent gun pressure as well. Get a shot at the side of the Indian Panzer there, and T-71's low health. T-71's pretty dangerous little scout tank actually. Always take one out if you see one. It's not paying attention. Shoot the IS-3 in the top of his turret. Fortunately took a 1375 out there, but there was not much I could do to save him. Gonna move down to the bottom here, and our 704 and T-30 are moving up. Take out the IS-3 and see if we can get a spot on this IS-7. Now he's pretty low health for an IS-7, 900 or something, but that's no reason to take damage from him. I'll bounce one on my turret. Patton's got a pretty good turret armor, so if you can use hull down positions in this, do so. I noticed this T-34-2 is going to flank the IS-7, so I move out, take a shot at the back of his turret, and the 704 finishes him off. We're free to move up on the enemy base now. I think if there'd been some TDs behind these guys, they would have shot at us already. And our other flank is looking pretty solid so far, so there's no reason to hurry. Get over there. Snapshot on the SU, who misses a shot on me. We're in a pretty good position here, hull down. Need to get a better angle on this SU. He's using these rocks as cover. Shot on his commander's hatch and he plows one into the earth in return. Now there's 3 tanks capable of taking him on at the moment, so there's no real need for me to stick around here and fight it out with him when I can be going for the artillery. Take a shot at him and kill him in the first go, which is pretty good given the alpha damage of this is 390, really the high roll to finish him off in one shot. Take a shot at T-32's side. T-34-2 finishes off the T-32 and the Yak Panther 2 gets taken out by a 704. Now our other flank is beginning to fall, so we need to press on here, because soon they'll be finished with them and they'll be free to turn on us. I'm just going to head up to this hill. Notice the Tiger 2 away and shoot one straight into him on the move. He bounces in return. As you can see, most of the shots have been going into my turret here, and none of them have penetrated so far. Kill the Tiger 2 on the move in the side. Just going to move up on these remaining tanks. The FV's pretty nasty, but I'm full health, so I'm not too worried about taking a bit of damage. I think I shot him in the turret there. Didn't penetrate at any rate. Now hanging out here while the FV is aiming at me is pretty stupid, but I get away with it. 2 and 10 if I is unspotted manages to track me, but I just repair it and move on. I'd like to get these 2 kills, and with them both being potentially one shots from me, there's no reason to hold back. T-57 first, always a higher priority target than the auto loader. Take him out with a shot to the lower part of his turret, and T-125 is an easy finish with his lower glasses exposed like that. So the next game we're going to look at is in my FV4202 on Muravanka. It's not my favourite tier 10 tank, but it has its strengths. It's got great gun depression, best out of any tier 10 medium, and the gun's not bad, although it does fire HESH instead of standard rounds as its premium ammo, heat rather, and these HESH rounds just, despite their 210 penetration, they are unreliable at best. You really need to be hitting something in unspaced armor, making sure to let the 1390 go past. He said he's going to scout the forest, so I'm going to head over there and see what I can snipe. And you see our IS-7 is moving in here with us, as well as our IS-8. That's not really a good position for an IS-7 or an IS-8. They're much better used as the forward push in our tanks taking the shots. They should be going, in my opinion, over to where our M48 is going. So yeah, the 1390 lights up 121. I'm going to take a shot into the side of his turret. And the accuracy on this tank is pretty good. It's one of the best out of the tier 10 mediums. So I got no more shots, and the 1390 just got taken out by the 704. So I'm going to move up to this hill, use it as cover from their base, and see what I can shoot at. 121 is still around here, and I shoot one into his lower glasses and he bounces in return. The 121 has awful gun depression, so this is a fight that I have a big advantage on. Shoot another one. I think it went to the bottommost turret, and the 261 finishes him off. Jagdtiger gets spotted in base as well. So we know that there's a 704 and a Jagdtiger over there. Really don't want to expose ourselves to them, with the M103 in the houses just in front. IS-7's pushing across this field, which is not the greatest idea, especially not on his own like that. And I'm just putting shots into this IS-8. He's really not a very good player, and I keep on getting unspotted every time I pull back, and then pulling up just as I reloaded to take a shot at him. Try and put one into his hatch, but miss. He's trying to close the distance with me, but as he pushes over this rise, he just gets taken out. Really, with an IS-8, you should avoid exposing yourself like that, or any tank for that matter. But with the IS-8's lack of gun depression, he's going to struggle to hit me as he moves over the bottom of that. IS-7's pushing straight up to their M103, and our 230 gets taken out by a bat chat. So we know there's a lot of tanks over there. AFK 1375, might as well take the get the damage in. He's potentially spotting for those tanks, and it's free damage after all. I don't really have much else to shoot at up till then. Take a shot at the 704 on his side. Pretty sure that went in. I'm gonna go down to this dip. It's a good place to go in a tank that's as good at hull down as the FV is. T30 as well. At this point, the T125 and the IS-8 decided to push forward against the same bunch of tank destroyers that took out our IS-7, so really don't think it's a good idea to do this kind of thing. And T125 gets taken out. I'm just taking shots of opportunity while they're all lit up, but with only 4 combat tanks left, an artillery and that scout in the north, this is looking like a defeat. Spot T30 as I'm heading back and take him out. T30 really shouldn't be exposing himself like that, not even when you've got an advantage like this. The bat shot starts coming for me. Now the bat shot is moving full tilt here, so there's no reason not to take a few shots at him. Although I need to watch out not to expose my side to the tanks that are still over on H3. Managed to track the bat shot, but I make the mistake of pulling back here, which I really shouldn't have done, and expose my side to 2 tanks in base. He tracks me as well, and I take some big hits from their base. Now he's taken out my gunner and my commander, or the M103 did rather. So it's pretty tricky to hit this guy, especially when he's using the wreck as cover. And there's no outline visible because of that. So I'm just gonna push over here and take him out with a snapshot to his side. I want to pull back, but this M103 shows up again and puts a big shot into me. Now you can see that unlike the Patton, this tank's turret isn't exactly the bounciest, and I've taken quite a few shots right into that turret. I'm pulling back because that M103 isn't really giving me any good shots, and I want to be within range of my tank destroyers. But they've got other things to focus on at the moment though, so still can't get a shot at this M103, and I decide to pull back a bit, trying to move slowly towards the forest to get some cover. The Conqueror shows up on full health and I miss my shot on him. Pull back to avoid getting shot in return, but then the M103 shoots me on the side. So hopefully you've seen some of the strengths of the FV4202. It's occasionally a frustrating tank to play. It's not got great armor, and all round it's not the best of mediums. It's more of a pocket heavy sniper, I guess. I get rather frustrated and call my team a bunch of noobs, which is probably not the most friendly thing to do.
Let's go.
Our team really didn't play that well though. 704 gets taken out, 261's going to follow shortly afterwards. So last but not least, the Objekt 140, the new tier 10 Russian medium on Lakeville. The 140 is pretty similar to the T62A in many respects. It's got slightly lower profile turret, but it does have those 2 large hatches on the top. the front hull armor is definitely better sloped than on the T62A. I feel it's slightly slower to accelerate, but has a better top speed. Not quite as maneuverable as T62A, but fairly comparable. So I've got pretty good hull armor, turret armor rather, and good gun on this. So I'm going to head up the middle. 268 is moving up behind me, which is always good to see in a medium if you're pushing this area. It's not the safest of places to go. So I'm going to use this rock as cover. Get spotted by probably the E50 from town. They're already bouncing a few shots on my turret. So I'm taking a few shots from these guys, but given the support I've got, I should be okay. I should shoot one into the E50 just as he's pulling back. And he can't shoot anything in return, so I'm free to fire at his tracks here. Keep him there, but he repairs his tracks then and pulls back. However, he then pulls forward again, gets shot by the 268 and then finished off by me. There's still that FV looking at this way, so I really don't want to move from this spot while he's there. Potentially just one-shot me. So I'm pretty sure that I've not been spotted. I'm just taking a look at what's going on in the valley in terms of hit points on our tanks. Pull forward, spot the T-30 who spots me then, but luckily the WZ misses his shot and I get behind this rock for cover. Just trying to spot here mainly. Anytime I can take a shot I will do. If I think I'm not in danger of being shot in return. Not likely to go through, but since he won't have any return fire, it's safe to take those shots. Just checking to see if I can shoot anything in town, but they're all behind the buildings there at the moment, so carry on trying to see if I can get this WZ. 268 gets spotted on the top road there. I'm going to take a shot into his side here. I'd say the biggest issue with this gun is the lack of alpha on it. Compared to the other tier 10 mediums, it has quite a bit lower alpha damage. But it does make up for that in an amazing fire rate. Bounce on the 268. At this distance, the 268 is pretty hard to pen, unless he's showing his side. And a bounce one on the upper glasses there, should have aimed a bit lower. So, in all this time I haven't been re-spotted again, so I'm going to poke around, see if I can get any more spots up. Town is pretty much taken care of. Spot a T-54 that's been camping in base apparently all this game. I don't know where he's been. He's a pretty bad player statistically, so managed to track him on the move. T-28 probably was the one that got the and we're just going to murder this T-54. He's got no chance. Tracked in the open. He's not really there. Just take him out. Get a bit unlucky turning just then, but I can return the favour, and then he's only got shots at my track anyway, so he can shoot at that all day for all I care. Thinking about heading back to base, our valley side has been taken out. I ping it to make people aware of it on the map, but I notice I do have a fairly narrow shot at this WZ, but the accuracy on on the Objekt 140 is pretty good, so these are shots that are worth taking, especially if you're not spotted. Managed to get one into the back of his tank. He pulls forward slightly. Fire another one, sneak that one in. Bad shot's going to finish him off. There's no need for me. I'm slightly worried about this FV behind me, but I noticed the cap starts on our base, so I'm going to head back there. 268 is already back there, he's on full health. It's just the 50M spotted so far, but the Afghan's 100 and IS-3 can't be far behind, so I need to get back here and help him. I don't understand why that T-124 is running away from a cap when they've started capping. Get a bit lucky and take out the 50M there after 268 put him down to one shot. And then just spot these guys while I hide behind the wreck that we've just created. Now I'm one shot to that Yakban Z100. And the IS-3 could take a good chunk of my health off with one shot, so I need to take this carefully. I tried to track him there, failed to, and I know he's taking a shot now, so I'm free to move forward. I track him on the move there, and then use his tank to hide me from the IS-3. So now I've got the back of the C100, I'm just going to keep pumping shots into him. The IS-3 is far less likely to be a problem than the Yakban C100 for the 268. Block it from recruiting and he gets shot in the one in the lower glasses from 268. And then I just need to reverse to kill that IS-3. So yeah, those are 3 games and 3 different tier 10 mediums. I hope you enjoyed them. Again, I'm SteelZenith, and thank you for watching. So here we can see the post-screen stats from the M48 game. I got the 250,000 credits for the specials, so minus that it's 77,000 credits. 3,518 with premium. That's a Don the double for the first victory of the day in that tank. Damaged a lot of tanks. 5 kills. As you can see here, 4,399 damage, 5 kills, 1,173 experience unmodified, and shots fired, potential damage received. Good damage upon spotting as well, 2,700. If you take a look, T-133 did a great job on that other flank. Unfortunately, not supported by the rest of the team that well. They only got small amounts of damage between them. It's really 3 tanks doing most of the work here. Myself and the M48, the T-123 and the 704. So here's the stats for the FV game. Nearly 80,000 credits. It's pretty good on the tier 10. 840 XP. For defeat, that's pretty decent. 6,600 damage dealt and 3 kills. I think the numbers on the left, if you look at them, speak for themselves. Really didn't have that good performances from the rest of the team. Can't really blame this M48 Patton here. He was in a poor position, unsupported by many of our tanks. If the IS-7 and the IS-8s had moved up there, it might have been a different story. Yeah, I probably could have gone and helped him myself, but I think I was best served by going down there. 23 shots fired, 19 hits with 19 pen. It's pretty good. Only 960 damage upon spotting, but this tank isn't really suited for a scout role. Finally, the Objekt 140 game. Had some pretty good spotting there. T30, T54, as you can see, 7 tanks spotted by me, and some pretty good damage as well. 4,570 with 4 kills, 1136 XP unmodified.